officially coming at you once again, as always, with my brother, Dan the Beast Salazar. Rated R Salazar is a little under the weather. As you can see, we are not in our regular domain, if you will. We are live today in the Best of the West training facility. As you can see, we are in the ring. We have a special guest with us.
Why are you waiting so long to introduce this man?
I'm building up to it. Building the suspense. He is the voice of Hoodslam. He is the Rock the Promo Champion 2016. AJ Kirsch, ladies and gentlemen, a.k.a. Broseph Joe Brody. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let's just start it out, man. First things first, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations on winning the Rock the Promo Challenge.
Thanks, man.
Very awesome to see you out there doing your thing. Very awesome to see The Rock presenting you with this beautiful title, man. For the people who don't know, the Rock the Promo contest was put on by Dwayne The Rock Johnson and $7 Production. They did an awesome contest on The Rock's YouTube page. This man joined, and as you can see, this man won. So for the people who don't know a lot about the contest and haven't watched yet, can you just tell us a little bit about what it was and how it went?
Yeah, so briefly, it was an episodic program on his YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Rock. And it was a tournament-style bracket with 32 competitors, narrowed down from I don't know how many hundreds of thousands submitted videos, but as the phrasing goes, The Rock picked the 32 finalists, and as hands-on as he's been with this competition up to this point, I imagine that's actually the case, which is pretty cool for the final 32 that were chosen. And then a legend in pro wrestling would judge whatever match was happening that week, and they would decide who won or who lost. And when I was going back and forth with production, when I first found out that I was going to be a part of this, they said, we have absolutely no say in who moves on and who goes home. So it really was like completely up to the judges.
Wow.
And you know, the judges, at least for my rounds, were in order from kind of opening round to the end of the contest was Kurt Angle, Christian, Cody Rhodes, Mick Foley, and then making the final decision was The Rock himself.
Wow, what a list.
Yeah.
What a list.
So you mentioned those guys, Cody Rhodes, Kurt Angle, Christian, Mick Foley. How did it feel to have those guys praising your work?
Amazing. I to have guys that I grew up watching, and I started watching wrestling in the spring of '96. So it was like, I saw Mick Foley's debut on Monday Night Raw when he attacked The Undertaker, and I was there when Edge and Christian made their debut, and Cody Rhodes more recently, and Kurt Angle's just one of the greatest of all time, and Edge had some kind words, and Christian's always been just phenomenal, and of course The Rock himself he needs no introduction. So to have them praise my work, is an honor for somebody who grew up a wrestling fan and for somebody who's involved in pro wrestling. And, the wrestling fan in me gets to mark out a little bit and just be like, that's so cool. That's awesome.
So tell us a little bit about who helped you create these videos, and tell us about the Victory Warehouse where these videos were filmed. I know that's a place close to your heart. So tell us about that, and tell us about the guys who helped you along the way making all these promos.
Sure. So I could not have done this without a couple people. And first and foremost, I owe a sincere thank you to Mark Johnson, who is an absolutely amazing videographer. He does all the highlight videos for Hoodslam, and he's just. I saw the contest on The Rock's Instagram, I think, and I was just like, do you want to do this? I don't know what's going to happen or how far we're going to get or anything, but he was just like, sure, I'm free, let's do it. And then, I just kept advancing, and we were able to coordinate our schedules, and he was just such a pro. He was just not only lending his time and his equipment with that you've seen the highlight videos at Hoodslam. If you haven't, I suggest going to youtube.com/Hoodslam and check them out. They're unbelievable. They're not your typical highlight reels. They're fascinating. And he just brings such a level of precision and poise to his work that just to have him behind the camera, and that was one of the first things that people asked me, was just like, dude, your stuff looks so professional. And it's like, well, it's because I have a professional helping me out. And also, I shot every promo at the Victory Warehouse that you mentioned in Oakland, which is the birthplace of Hoodslam, the current home of Stoner U and the Stoner U Dojo shows. And that's where they keep the Hoodslam ring when it's not being used for a show. And just the walls have so much color on them, and there's these fluorescent signs.
Yeah, it was a great backdrop for those videos.
Oh, yeah, and I could not have asked for a better place to shoot these videos. Like, I had a wrestling ring, and I had a place that just had so much character and so much going on that I feel like it was going to stand out from just about anybody else who may not have access to a wrestling ring or was just shooting in their bedroom or whatever.
Exactly.
So to the residents of the Victory Warehouse, I also owe a sincere thank you because they let me occupy their space and shoot, and they were quiet when they needed to be, and they just let me hang out there for a couple hours until I got everything I needed. So,
Very cool.
Specifically though, shout out to Derek of the Cuzzies for being Jim. What started out as just a one-time still frame for a joke ended up being a running joke throughout the entire thing. Jim Selfies is his name.
Favorite character.
Yeah. So if anybody's wondering, his last name is Selfies. So Jim Selfies. For the Broseph character, I always wanted his trainer or mentor to be named Jim Selfies.
That's great. It's perfect. Well, going back a little bit to the competition, like you said, kept advancing, kept shooting these awesome promos. And then finally, just getting to the finals, facing Sweet Revenge, being in the ring. What was that like being in the ring with Sweet Revenge? You had CC Macchiato, Stud Muffin, The Rock. I mean, what was that like? What were you nervous? Were you ready to go? What was it like having The Rock next to you while you're doing your thing? You know?
Right. Well, Sweet Revenge, we were hanging out the night before shooting the Vegas stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a chance to hang out with them and get to know them. And, we all just got along great because we're all just giant wrestling nerds. Yeah. So we're just, thankful to be in the position we're in. So we're all three of us are on cloud nine.
Oh, yeah.
And, we're just like, we're both there to win, but best of luck to you. We were kind and cordial with each other and had a great time in Vegas the night before, but the next day it was just like, we're down to business, sure.
Yeah.
So we had Joe Santagato in the ring.
Sorry, I forgot Joe Santagato being in the ring with you too. Yeah.
That's fine, he's negligible. Fuck that guy. Kidding. Joe's a pleasure to work with. He really was. He's such a smart ass.
Yeah, you guys had a good rapport.
Yeah, it was fun. He was like, for all the shit that he gave Broseph, from the green screen studio where he was shooting, I was like, I'm gonna give this guy so much shit when I actually get face to face with him. And he was super cool with it. So it was a pleasure to work with him. So was I nervous? I wanted to make sure I wanted to win. The phrase I kept going back to was I did not enter this competition to lose.
Right.
And even though I'm confident in my ability to cut a promo and talk in front of people, I don't want to write it off like it's already mine. I never did that, not once. I was just like, I didn't enter this contest to lose.
You were confident, not cocky.
Exactly. So when it was time to do it, of course, I was going over my promo in my head over and over again, just making sure that I had the rhythm right, that I didn't trip over my words, because it was, up to this point, if I flubbed a line, I was able to stop and redo it.
Right.
Couldn't do that on the fly with no edits. Well, not really on the fly because I rehearsed it. I knew what I was going to say going into it, but you only get one shot. There are no cuts.
And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is standing right next to you.
And that's not why I was nervous though, because he was so cool.
Is he as cool as me?
He is exactly that cool.
Oh, okay.
The definition. Wrestling etiquette still in full effect. He went around the entire room and introduced himself to everybody. Production, everybody who was a part of the gym that we shot in, he introduced himself to everybody. He chatted with everybody. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, just as he's exactly as nice as he seems in his Instagram videos and everything else.
Yeah.
He is exactly that.
He doesn't put up any fronts.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't nervous cutting a promo for him. I was nervous about messing up, and I wanted to win, and my adrenaline was just out of control. But I wasn't nervous about cutting a promo in front of The Rock, just because one, he was so cool, and 2, I've done it before.
I was gonna say you've actually met him.
yeah.
Yeah, you've met him.
This isn't the first time he's won a promo contest.
Oh,
Right. So I guess as far as nerves go, like I had an advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'd done it before. And afterwards he mentioned that he remembered me from Tough Enough, which was really cool. But
That's awesome.
you know, CC and Stud Muffin, who are again just class act, super talented guys. They're not in the business.
Right.
When I talked to them on the phone when we were coordinating our tag team promo, I was like,
That was cool.
thank you. I was like, how do I figure out if these guys are like, and I was just like, are you guys workers? And they're like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that
Yeah,
answers
we
that.
have jobs.
So, yeah. So it's like, all right, I mean, it shouldn't be too much of a shock that the person with actual pro wrestling experience won a pro wrestling promo contest.
Yeah.
Well, nerves or not, you ripped Sweet Revenge, a new asshole, to win the competition. So congrats again. And now because you're a winner, if you go to ProWrestlingTees.com up until this Friday, October 7th, you are going to get 20% off any Broseph Joe Brody t-shirt.
That's true, including this one.
So not only are you a winner,
The fans are winners.
Everybody wins.
So if
Yeah.
you go to ProWrestlingTees.com, what is the promo code to use to get the 20% off?
Promo code is Rock the Promo. So
there it is.
Can't
Rock the
forget.
promo.
There's, I believe, 14 shirts to choose from.
Wow.
There's Brooklyn, there's the Brooklyn A's, there's San Francisco, there's Broing Out,
G.I. Bro.
G.I. Bro. There's so
G.I. Bro.
many.
Big Lebowski, yeah, Jacked Daniels, one of my
Wow.
favorites.
Another classic.
Yeah, that's good.
So go out, support this man. You'll get 20% off any single order.
Yeah, that ends this Friday,
This
October
Friday.
7th.
Yep.
And
I appreciate the plug, guys.
Yeah, no
You
problem.
got you.
And speaking of this Friday, also this Friday,
Yeah.
at the Rock the Promo finale, I wrote it down. You called it the biggest party in motherfucking Hoodslam history.
It's
I wrote
there.
it down.
It's there.
This Friday, fuck the fan 7, Hoodslam. It's gonna be a big party.
This show is shaping up to be absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, Ref Guido's gonna be in charge.
Woo! Ref Guido's calling the
There's
shots.
gonna be a 30-entity rumble for the vacant golden gig,
Yep.
and Broseph Joe Brody's gonna be on the mic all night long.
Well, that's the same as any Hood Slam, but I also want to point
Yes.
out that we have the Hood Slam debut of Joey Ryan.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot that.
And he's
Oh my
taken
God.
on
Sorry.
Christina Von Erich.
Christina Von Erich. That is going to be an incredible
Baby
match.
oil everywhere.
Yeah, between the coconut oil all over me and
Yes.
the baby oil all over Joey
How
Ryan,
pumpkin,
it's
man.
going to get
It's
messy.
gonna be a great show.
It's going to be an amazing show. And Hood Slam's always an amazing
I was just
show.
gonna say, can you tell us a little bit about Hoodslam for people who don't know what Hoodslam is or who've never been to Hoodslam?
Yeah, so in short, Hood Slam is a 21 and over pro wrestling party. It's pro wrestling in a way that doesn't insult your intelligence as a human being. Because
Right.
newsflash, pro wrestling is a performance. It's not genuine. I know. I'm sorry. It's not genuine.
Cut.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is over.
It's not this shit. It's not genuine. It's not genuine athletic competition, and WWE is, and a lot of pro wrestling nowadays is still trying to present it as if it is. Hood Slam takes it in the exact opposite direction, and makes it as ridiculous as we can. But the action in the ring is just as good, if not better, than WWE because we have no creative limitations.
Yeah.
WWE, they have to answer to sponsors and stockholders and advertisers. We have the creative freedom to do pretty much whatever we
Well,
want.
I mean, the show is called Fuck the Fans.
Fuck the Fans,
so,
yeah.
come on.
Exactly.
That should tell you enough about what it is right there.
Right. 21 and over show. Don't bring your fucking kids.
Never.
Never. Don't ever do it. But yeah, between Joey Ryan's Hood Slam debut, referee Guido in charge.
That's gonna be a mess.
That's it's gonna be
He's
bad.
Bulking
he's
up
in
for
charge.
him.
Guido, let me say this about Guido real quick. Guido has got himself in amazing shape. He has completely taken charge of his health. And if that's any indication of what the fans are in store for at Hood Slam's gonna be fucking incredible. Incredible, because Guido's never felt better. I'm sure that means he can smoke more weed than ever.
That's right.
So if Guido's nice and stoned, the fans are gonna have a good time. But fuck them, even if they have a bad time, fuck them. They won't. They're gonna have a good time. But yeah, Joey Ryan's Hood Slam debut. Guido calling the shots. 30 entity over the top rope battle royal for the
I
golden
like
gig.
that, 30 entity.
Entity,
We don't know
because
who's gonna be in
men,
there.
women, creatures, monsters, myths,
Hot
like
dogs, bananas.
hot dogs, ghosts, yeah. And yes, I will be coming out with the Rock the Promo Championship around my waist. And that, by the way, is the moment that I had in my head from the moment I entered the competition.
Yeah.
Winning the belt, of course, felt amazing. It felt great. But the moment that I'm looking forward to more than anything is walking out of the Hoodslam with that around.
I'll tell you what.
It's gonna blow the roof
You're
off.
gonna be a king that night.
It may be the most fun I ever have.
I
in my
hope the rest
entire
of your weekend, you have nothing booked.
I don't have anything
I was gonna
else
say
going on.
because you're gonna have to recover for a couple days.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I know I'm not sleeping Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sleeping all day Saturday and nothing planned on Sunday. So I plan on recovering from Friday night, but walking out with the belt around my waist, and it's
that's gonna be a sight to see.
I'm getting goosebumps just now.
Very cool.
So do not miss this Hoodslam. Like we said, it's going to be Fuck the Fan 7 live at the Oakland Metro House
Biggest
in
show of the
Oakland,
year.
California. This bad boy right here will be making its debut. We want to thank AJ Kirsch, aka Broseph Joe Brody, for everything he's done with us. This is actually our second interview.
Yes.
So before you go, we know you're a busy man. Is there anything you'd like to plug? Any shows coming up? We know you got Best of the West coming up, but what else do you have going on? This is your time to say,
what you
do,
want.
whatever. This is your time.
Cool. Well, thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. Ring Crew's always been really cool supporting Best of the West and Hoodslam and Broseph, and it's just so I really appreciate your support. So thank you for having me. I don't really have too much more to say except Hoodslam's on the 7th is going to be amazing. I'm ring announcing for All Pro Wrestling on Friday the 14th in Daly City. Matt Hardy's going to be there. MVP is going to be there. There's Blood Slam. Hoodslam's annual Halloween and Horror Spectacular, Saturday the 22nd at the Oakland Metro. The entire cast of Hoodslam characters gets dressed up as icons from horror movies and Halloween. I don't want to tell you what I'm going to be just yet, but it's going to be good.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. It's going to be good though. And then Hoodslam's going to be in Reno the following weekend on Friday the 28th, I think.
Yes.
Friday the 28th, they're going to be back in Reno for our third show in Reno. And that's going to be incredible. And then, God, just the next Friday is another First Friday, so it just keeps right on rolling. But I don't really have anything else to add except, I said it when I won the Rock the Promo Championship because I didn't want to be a total dick the whole time. But, really, there's no reason why everybody can't get after the things that they want to get after. You just have to believe that you can do it.
Yeah.
There's no secret to it. It's just you have to have confidence in yourself, and if there's discipline and consistency there, then you can fucking do it.
Well, I mean, like us, we just sat there and talked one day, hey, we need to start a YouTube show, and now we're interviewing AJ Kirsch.
The Rock the Promo
Rock the
Champion.
Promo Champion.
Right? So
Believe
yeah.
in your dreams, guys.
Right. No, that's
We're
not,
in the ring. We're not in our house.
Exactly.
I'm a ring announcer now. It's been a crazy year.
It sounds like we're joking, but we're not.
It's not.
No,
It's
I'm serious when I say it too. It sounds stupid, but it's just fucking roll up your sleeves and get after it, whatever it is. That's, find your grind. That's what that's all about.
There you go.
Another plug.
For my podcast that has taken an indefinite hiatus. We'll be coming back probably. I just need to find the time to do it.
You're busy.
The
man.
first 3 episodes were great.
You're busy.
Thank
man.
you.
That's all right.
So as always, we want to thank you, AJ. You've helped us out tremendously. You've helped me out tremendously doing my ring announcing stuff. I can't thank you enough. I'm still learning.
It takes time.
I'm a rook.
It takes time. And I don't know if we're going overtime here or not, but I've grown so much since my first day, years in this business. If I never would have thought that I would be where I was today, if you told me that when I first started, I would have been get out of here. No way. Because I didn't really I didn't have confidence in myself at the time. But the more you do it, the easier it gets and the better you get, and then you start to believe in yourself, and then good things start to happen.
That's right. Living proof right here, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank you again. We want to thank you for tuning in. This has been a spectacular episode 31. We are in our second season, so
Keep watching.
keep watching.
Only getting bigger.
It's only getting bigger and better. So as always, do what you do, but whatever you do, don't mess with the crew. We will see you next time. Did we just blow your mind?